Today you go, "Oh Shree Krishna, please fulfill this one wish of mine. After this, I'll never ask you." Now tomorrow again we'll say, "Shree Krishna, you listened to me the last time. Please fulfill this. I'll never ask you." If you wish to succeed in your devotion, remember not to make this mistake. What is that? Learn from this story of the Arab sheikh who had 30 wives in his harem. And when he went for his first visit to Europe, he found so many attractive gifts there. He was a little overwhelmed what gifts to get for his wives. He wrote to them asking what they would like for him to bring. They all gave their wish lists, except the youngest wife, who simply sent a letter with the numeral 1 on it. The Arab sheikh had enough to purchase all the gifts and brought them back and sent them to his 29 wives, but went to meet his youngest 30th wife himself with the letter and said, "My dear, what did you mean by this 1? She said, "I wanted you and nothing else, and now I have got you." God too says, "Decide, do you want the world or do you want me? If you want me, then don't come to me for material desires." This is the verdict of all the Bhakti scriptures. Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasya Nirgunasya Hyudaritam Ahaituki Avyavahitaya Bhakti Purushottame. This is the Srimad Bhagavatam. Anya Bhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadyanavritam Anukulena Krishnanu Bhakti Ruchyate. This is the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. Gun Rahitam Kamana Rahitam, the Narad Bhakti Darshan states. You must not do Sakam Bhakti, but Nishkam devotion, selfless love. So, what is the problem in going to God for material rewards? The problem is this: if we go to God with material desires, it is not devotion to God but devotion of our material desire. Let us say you visit the temple for 40 days with this wish: "Oh God, please let my child become all right." Your mind is attached not to God but to the child. So what you are doing in effect is bhakti of your child, care of God. Bhakti means taking your mind to God, and that is not happening. Think a little further. When we go and demand things from the Lord, is He going to fulfill our wishes merely because of our asking? Somebody said we think He's like a cosmic bell boy, that we press the bell, "Oh God, please get this for me," and He'll say, "Yes, here it is." Well, even in the world, if you ask somebody for something, there must be a basis. Supposing you were to just wave your hand at a car passing by, "Stop!" The driver brakes and says, "What is the matter?" "I need to go to such and such place, can you please take me?" The driver thinks he's out of his mind. Dangerous man. Let me exit while it's still safe. He lifts the window pane, presses the accelerator and is on his way. But going ahead, he finds his friend and slows down himself. "Sharma ji, where are you going?" I'm just taking evening walk. Come walk in my car. How can I walk in your car? But he's insisting that Sharmaji should come in his car because Sharmaji is his acquaintance. And the other guy was in need. He had to visit the hospital to meet a patient who required his attendance. And there he thinks he's a madman because the relationship is not there. Likewise, when we have not created a relationship with God, on what basis do we ask? Most people have no idea who is this God. They just have a picture in their shop that when I lift the shutter, I'll take a 2 paise agarbatti and turn it around. And that also, I don't know whether he exists or not, but if I'm getting insurance for 2 paise, why not? But wherever they are in problem, they go to the picture, Bhagavan hamari sun lo. Now, why should God listen when you have not created that relationship? Nevertheless, take this discussion one step further. Some people say, I have created, I have established my relationship with God. And if I ask Hanumanji for anything, he definitely gives it. If that is the case, then why are you asking Hanumanji for broken pieces of glass? Why don't you ask him for love of Ram, Bhagavat Prem? Or why not ask him what Prahlad beseeched when Nrisingh Bhagavan manifested and he killed Hiranyakashipu? At that time, he lifted up Prahlad and said, Varam vrinishva bhimatam kam purosmiham ninam. My child, I am very pleased with your devotion. Ask what you want. Prahlad said, my lord, am I hearing right? Yes. What do you want? Prahlad gave such a response that Nrisingh Bhagavan was silenced. He said, Yasta ashish ashaste nasa bhrityah savai manik. My lord, if I ask you, I will not remain your devotee, but will become a businessman. This is business. I engaged in your loving devotion. Now give me this. My job is to serve you, not to ask. Nrisingh Bhagavan began thinking, when I give darshan, I tell devotees to ask. And Prahlad is a 5-year-old. He says, I am not a businessman. I am simply your loving devotee. But then Prahlad did not stop there. He said, Maharaj, if you are asking me to seek a boon, I must fulfill your instruction, because Agya Sama Nasu Sahib Seva, the service is done in accordance with the master's desires. So if you want me to ask, this is what I say. Yadirasisha me kaman varanstvam varadarshava kamanam ridya sanroha bhavatastu vrine varam. My lord, please bestow this boon on me, that I should never ask you for anything, ever. Think about that. The profundity of Prahlad's statement. He is saying, if there is the slightest tinge of selfish seeking in me, all I ask is for it to be destroyed, so that I become a truly selfless lover of yours. Because in this process of asking, there's a big danger. There is no end to desires. Today you go, oh Shree Krishna, please fulfill this one wish of mine. After this, I'll never ask you. Now tomorrow again we'll say, Shree Krishna, you listened to me the last time. please fulfill this, I'll never ask you. There is no guarantee that our wish will be fulfilled because Shree Krishna upholds the law of karma. Jo jas karai so tas phalu chakha. You get as you deserve, not as you desire. So when our wish is fulfilled, we'll say Shree Krishna is so nice. When it is not fulfilled, we'll say he doesn't listen to me, how hard-hearted he is. Our devotion will go up and down so many times a day. How will we progress in our love to the Lord? Here, understand the basis of love. From my latest book, Spiritual Secrets from Hinduism. Business is a transactional activity characterized by give and take. We give to the other party with the intention of reciprocation in anticipation of gain for ourselves. Those engaged in business are inevitably concerned about what they stand to receive in return. We often make the same mistake while engaging in devotion to God. We go to the temple and beseech the Lord for material boons. This is like doing business with Him. Selfless love is the stark opposite of business. In such love, we desire only to give, without the expectation of reciprocation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, where the desire is simply for self-happiness, that is lust. Where the desire is for the Lord's happiness, that is love. Lust is like darkness, while love is pure like the sun. A beautiful example of love is given of the mythical chatak bird's love for the Swati cloud. It only drinks water of the Swati cloud, the cloud that forms in the Swati nakshatra. It is not an opportunist, and it patiently waits for the cloud to appear, no matter how thirsty it may be. So Saint Tulsidas says, Jache barah mas, piye papiya swati jala, janyo Tulsidas, agamasanehi dehaman. The chatak is not an opportunist. When in need, go running to the temple. When the need is not there, I don't have time, otherwise I'd have definitely gone for the kirtans. This chatak remains fixed in its devotion to the Swati cloud's downpour. And it doesn't mind the bad behavior of its beloved. When we love, we seek positive reciprocation. Now imagine if you were to go to the temple and come back and see a theft in your house, you'd say, what kind of reciprocation did God do? I will no longer visit the temple. But look at the chatak's selflessness. Pavipahana damini garaja jhari jhakori khari khiji roshan priyatam dosha lakhi tulasi ragahiriji. It is waiting for the divine water of its beloved, and the cloud thunders, scolds it, has lightning, teases it, and even drops hail. But the chatak does not mind. It sings a song to please its beloved. The takeaway is, no matter how God behaves with the devotee does not do a mood off. When Shree Krishna lifted the chariot wheel and came angrily to kill Bhishma in the battle of Mahabharata, Bhishma did not say, I am your devotee and you behave with me like this. How dare you? I'll no longer remain connected to you. Instead, he broke into a broad smile. Now, Shree Krishna had come forward with great fury. His eyes were red. There was rage on his face and he was grinding his teeth. But he saw Bhishma smiling. He stopped in his tracks. Bhishma said, my lord, why have you stopped? You had taken a vow that I will not lift weapons in this war. And I took a vow that if my devotion for you is true, you will. Aju jo harihina shastra gahau Tola jahu Ganga janani ko Shantanu suta na kahau Aju jo harihina shastra gahau. If today Shree Krishna does not lift weapons for me, I am not the son of Shantanu and Mother Ganga. Come forward, my lord. That angry form of his Ishtadev, Bhishma filled it in his eyes. And when he was felled on the battlefield, for 6 months, he meditated on that form itself. Vapata pita ki fehran. Again, the takeaway is, in whatever way God behaves, the devotee chooses to see ras in it. Madhuradipate rakhilam madhuram. Just like the jalebi is round and yet full of ras, every behavior of the Lord is rasmay to the uncomplaining, selfless devotee. Now look what happened with the chatak. Months had gone by without any rain from the Shwati cloud, and this chatak was thirsty. Flying in the air, it had become dizzy. Finally, as a respite, it came and sat on the branch of a tree and regained a little bit of energy. Ushnakal arudeha khin magpanthi tanubhukha. But then, on gaining consciousness, the chatak realized that this tree has been irrigated by water from below, not the water of my beloved. Anajala sinche rukha ki chayate varughama. It flew off. I will die, I will faint unconscious, but I will not stay on this tree that has insulted my beloved. However, in the meantime, a hunter below had spied it and taken aim and released the arrow. The arrow went and hit the chatak in its beak, and pierced by the arrow, the poor bird started falling. Badhyo badhik paryo punya jal ulti uthai choncha tulasi chatak prema pata maratahu lagi na khonch. Below Ganga Jal, Punya Jal was flowing. The chatak was falling, pierced by the arrow. Yet, in that distressful situation, it retained its consciousness and realized, this is not the water of my beloved. I will not permit it into my mouth. It turned its beak around. In the jerk, its life airs, the pran left the body, but the love of the chatak remained without a blemish, nishkalank. This kind of selfless love that is for the sake of the beloved, without self-seeking, if it fills our head, we will progress very rapidly towards our ultimate goal. We will not have to complain. So many years have gone by in devotion and I am not moving ahead. The reason is you move ahead 2 feet and then come back 3 feet, then move ahead 3 feet, then come back 2 feet. because of selfish desires. So this is the first condition of sadhana bhakti. Now remember, there are two kinds of bhakti. One is siddha bhakti, divine love, which is a power of God that we will receive by His grace. And another is sadhana bhakti, we will do to prepare the vessel of our heart. And I have explained to you the first condition of sadhana bhakti, which is Nishkamta, selflessness. Don't ask God for material boons. We will now move on to the other aspects of sadhana bhakti and then conclude this series with discussions on meditation and ekant sadhana.
Discover the Radha Krishna Bhakti app by JKYog, your ultimate companion for your spiritual journey. Dive into a world of devotion and inner growth with a plethora of exciting features designed just for you. Start your day with daily inspirational quotes from Swami Mukundananda, infusing your life with positivity and devotion. Immerse yourself in a vast library of soulful bhajans and kirtans by Swamiji, designed to soothe your soul. Need guidance? Our innovative Ask Swamiji chatbot offers personalized spiritual advice anytime, anywhere, in any language of your choice. Gain in-depth insights with daily video lectures and exclusive teachings from Swami Mukundananda, providing practical wisdom for your spiritual journey. Find inner peace and enhance your spiritual well-being with guided meditations by Swamiji. Experience the Bhagavad Gita in 6 languages with complete translations, daily verses, bookmarks, notes, and audio recitations, all ad-free and available offline. No time to visit the temple? No problem. Radha Krishna Bhakti app brings the temple to you. Connect with the divine through our virtual temple feature. Perform aarti and feel closer to God like never before. Explore a vast collection of short videos, audios, and lectures from Swamiji and Kripaluji Maharaj, all grouped for easy access. Deepen your understanding with insightful articles and attend online classes from the comfort of your home. Tune into JKYog Radio for 24/7 access to spiritual wisdom, kirtans, bhajans, and lectures. Stay up to date with the latest JKYog events and receive Karma Yog reminders to keep your actions aligned with your spiritual goals. Complete tasks and earn rewards to keep your motivation high on this journey. Join us on this transformative journey with the Radha Krishna Bhakti app by JKYog, your spiritual companion. Download the app now.